Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. Today is going to be a super simple and cozy video. We're going to just be cooking and baking and talking about books because what more can we want in life? Books, baking, and delicious things and good company like yourself. So we're going to go ahead and I think make some lemon sugar cookies, but instead of having the lemon inside the cookie, what we're going to do is make sugar cookies and put lemon, like a lemon frosting on top. I'll put a photo here of the aftermath and so you can know what I'm talking about. And I'm making a broccoli pizza. I know it sounds really weird, but I've had Inside Out, the movie, in my head lately, and for some reason every time I think of that movie I think of broccoli pizza. Not for some reason. There's broccoli pizza at the very beginning and now broccoli pizza just sounds really good. And we're making milk rice, which I know sounds really weird, but it's one of my favorite things I enjoy here in Germany. It's like sweet rice and then you put berries on top, or you put like pears or something delicious on top. So I figured we would do a little bit of stuff in the kitchen, and then I wanted to talk about a book. So before we pop in the kitchen and do those things, I wanted to talk about a book I just finished, which is The Wolf and the Woodsman by Ava Reid. I forgot the book over there, so I'm gonna grab it. Okay, so The Wolf and the Woodsman by Ava Reid. I just finished this today and I thought it was very interesting. I picked it up actually at Pal's bookstore when we were in Portland in October, and I picked it up because of the cover. I thought the cover was really pretty and I wanted to see what it was going to be about. And then I read the back and I was like, I really have no idea what this book is going to be about, but I'm going to pick it up anyways. And I've been wanting to read more fantasy, so I thought, why not? And I thought this was actually going to be more of a spring type book for some reason. No idea why. I think it actually is probably a better book to read during like the really cold months, so maybe November, December, when there's maybe snow outside, because it does take place in a very cold atmosphere in a cold land. But for the most part, I enjoyed this book. I thought it was entertaining. The first chapter was a lot for me. There was a crap ton of characters and I was like, oh shoot, there's no way I'm gonna keep up with this book. And I thought about DNFing it, but I like to try to give the book a chance. So I decided to read chapter 2 and it was getting better. And then by chapter 3, I was hooked. I was really entertained. I really wanted to know what was gonna happen to the wolf and the woodsman. And we end up following the journey between those two characters from this scary, intense forest, and I was intrigued by it because there's these monsters and creatures that come out and it's very gruesome and just creepy. I don't generally read those types of books, but that I actually found really entertaining in this. I found it was a good add-in. Like, I didn't feel like it was forced in there. I didn't feel like the author was saying, hey, I need to add something weird, so we'll just put these creatures in there. I felt like it was very actually needed, and the gruesomeness wasn't to the point where it's like you went too far. It was just a bit creepy where you started feeling uncomfortable, but then it would move on to the next scene, which I really much enjoyed. I don't want to sit there and stare at something nasty. I want to take a peek and then walk away. So I think Ava Reid did a really great job on creating that atmosphere, creating that creepy, uncomfortable atmosphere, but then also switching to this like weird dynamic between the wolf and the woodsman, and the quips, the quick jokes, the quick quips, and the like poking fun, which was kind of a different relationship than you normally see between like two characters traveling across the plane and two characters like working together. You see that a lot in like Lord of the Rings and such, but I thought it was interesting because we weren't taking directly to that romance level. There is of course some romance in here. We get to see a relationship, at least a relationship build between these two characters, and it's not always positive, but it's not so quick to being like, oh, the lust and love and I need you, which I also liked. I wanted a fantasy, a travel, an adventure without being stuck in a romance. And this had a really nice in-between of romance, fantasy, and mythology. So this also plays a lot on the ideas of mythology. I recognized like Christianity ideologies, and I recognized like almost like the Greek god mythologies in there as well. And you see this relationship between these two religions, and that's kind of when or Judaism is also in here, and I thought seeing the relationships between those religions taking in a different way was interesting. However, we got a little heavy in the politics halfway through the book, and I'm just not generally a person that likes to read regarding politics. I'm not going to fault the book for that. I'm not going to fault Ava Reid for that. That's on me. I'm just not somebody who likes to read about those types of things. So about halfway through the book, we get into that area. But then with the last quarter, we explore the hardships and the battles and how would I explain that? I'm trying not to spoil you, so I'm trying to go without any spoilers. But we experience the hardships and the battles and the hard decision of choosing between friends, family, your love, your home, your world, and you have to. It's this catch-22 game. So we follow that in the story with our main character. I'm not going to try to pronounce any of these characters' names, but our wolf. We follow that with our wolf, and we kind of see that struggle of trying to decide what's best for her, but not just what's best for her, but what's best for her community and the community that exiled her. So, very interesting book. I gave it a 3.5, 3.7. I'm in about that area. I thought it was entertaining. Again, politics is just not really my thing, so when it gets into that area, that's like meh. But I think the story was engaging. I loved the imagery that Ava Reid was able to create. I say that a lot about a lot of books. Yeah. But I do think it was really interesting and really engaging in this story, especially when she was trying to create these pictures in your brain of like how these flat plains that are just dead look like, or these tall trees that are moving and deciding on where they want to go and actually moving. So all in all, I really enjoyed it. I think it's a book worth reading. I would read it during winter though, and I'm actually looking forward to reading other books by Ava Reid. I know a book just came out a couple months ago, I believe, or maybe a year ago, I'm not sure. But I would definitely pick up another book of hers. So I enjoy it, I would recommend it, and good for winter. So I'm cold. It's getting a little bit chillier out here. Ola is also sitting out here and she's cold. She's very, very fluffy right now. And I think we're gonna go inside and make some dinner, which is gonna be our pizza. And then maybe we'll do some other things this week. I'm doing a couple things over a couple days because I've just had a very busy couple weeks, and I figured instead of stressing myself out, we'll kind of trickle things in. So I think tomorrow we're gonna be making those lemon cookies, but today we're gonna be making pizza. over Melissa's gonna pop in here real quick because I want to talk about this package. I've been wanting one of these for the past 2 years and I finally got myself one. It's a dwarf cherry tree. I'm so excited to have cherry blossoms on my balcony. We have cherry blossoms along the street where I live, but I finally have my own cherry tree and it's just so adorable and cute. This one is specifically made to be able to sit on your balcony in a little pot, so I don't have to worry about planting it in the ground yet, but maybe in the future. And we already have a couple blossoms on here, so I'm very excited for March because they should be opening up very soon. And it's just so cute. And Ola's also very excited because the sun is out, the cherry tree is out, and we're gonna have an amazing spring, I just know it. I figured because we have some beautiful cherry blossoms about to pop out outside, we're gonna need some beautiful cherry blossoms for inside as well. And I first must express, I am not an expert crocheter. I'm a very beginner amateur crocheter, and these are not going to be perfect, but that's one of the reasons why I love them, is every single one of them are going to be different. And I'm not going to show you step by step how to make these flowers. Instead, I'm going to go ahead and show you a few little things I did, like making this magic ring because I was very proud of myself. But I'm going to link the YouTuber I followed to make these flowers down in the description below so you can follow step by step from somebody who knows what they're talking about. So I'll link the YouTuber down below in the description, but I'll show you a couple of little things I learned here just because I want to show off something I've learned and it's fun to crochet with you guys. Also, if you guys do make any of these flowers, I would love to know. Go ahead and let me know in the comments below because then we can talk about it. And Indy's little paws are popping in here too because she wants to play with the strings. So let's go ahead and make a couple flowers. I'm going to go ahead and turn up the music and we'll have a little bit of fun. So as you can imagine, I'm doing this outro before the cookies are done, but don't worry. I know they're gonna be delicious because I've tried them before and I think they're gonna be fantastic. So I do hope you enjoy the recipe. I do hope you guys try these delicious lemon cookies also at home. I think they're perfect for spring. I think they're perfect for that transition into spring as well because they're nice and zesty and just absolutely delightfully tasting. And I do hope you enjoyed all the other things we were doing in this video. I know I trickled in some other things that was unexpected, like making ourselves a beautiful little cherry blossom. I'm going to go ahead and put the link to that video so if you can actually get step-by-step instructions and not from an amateur and also a beginner. But I think these cherry blossoms are really perfect to add just a little bit of color into your home and your life during the springtime and the transition into spring. But I figured I'm going to go ahead and leave you guys there. I am going to put together a video where I talk about the beginner's guide of spring activities, books, and baking and savory things, kind of like my fall video that I did in fall. And then we'll talk about the beginner's guide of spring and getting ready for spring. So I do hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, go ahead and give it a like, a thumbs up. And if you want to see more videos like this, go ahead and subscribe. It helps me out a ton. And I love getting to know more of you each time I post a video. And I love getting to know you even better each time you come and see the videos. So until next time, you guys, I hope you have a fantastic day, a wonderful chilly day if it's chilly on your end. If it's snowy on your end, I hope you stay warm. And we'll get to spring together, or fall, whichever in the area you are where you're transitioning to spring or fall. We'll get there together. So until next time, you guys, ciao!